So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a what is on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Jock Marie, aka Pretty Brown Marie. And on this channel, I do lifestyle, beauty, and vlogs. And if you're a returning subscriber, then gang. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a what is on my iPhone 13 Pro Max video. I did not get to do an unboxing video, which I would have loved to do, but your girl get impatient. So today we are going to be doing the what is in my iPhone 13 Pro Max. So let's just get right into the video. The very first thing that you see when you open my phone is this picture right here of my son. If you have watched any of my previous videos on this channel or my couples channel where we talk about how our son passed away, he passed away on Halloween of last year, 2021. So he was 11 weeks old and I just miss him so much. I have this picture on my front wallpaper just to look at it every day. And then it slowly but surely, you know, it helps me remind myself that he's in a better place. And I like this picture because he looks like a little angel sleeping in a cloud. Like, I just love it. He's smiling and it just brings light to my day. So that is what is on my wallpaper. And next, when you go into my phone, the very first page that you have is the search bar, and it comes with a few little things that's already pre-installed on your phone, but I did not like it at all. It had some random stuff that I never use. So I put this widget, and I put these two widgets right here. So they automatically have the music widget. You can pick a small widget or you can pick a large one. And then this widget right here is in the app Widgetsmith. I am going to show you how I put these widgets on my phone, but I will show you that later. Right now, I'm going to just show you what is on my phone. So this first widget has the day, the date, the time, and the battery percentage. They also have a widget that includes the temperature, which I would love to get, but it's included in the Pro widgets, and you have to pay for it monthly. And child, I pay for enough apps monthly. I'm not trying to pay for that just so I can have the temperature when I have a temperature app. And then I have the music app because I listen to music all the time when I'm cleaning up, when I'm doing my hair, when I'm doing my makeup, when I'm getting dressed, when I'm trying to tune out my man, whenever we having our little fallout days. I listen to music. It calms me down. It puts me back in a cool place, you know? So next, on the next page, I have basically everything that deals with scheduling, planning, you know, looking up stuff, references, things like that. So the first thing that I have is this picture of some pampas. I think that's pampas. I'm not sure. But I think I typed in pampas on Pinterest and that picture popped up. I clicked save, it saved to my photos, and I created my Widgetsmith that way. But I have a picture of that pampas. I've been obsessed with pampas lately. Matter of fact, I have some pampas that is on the way today. I ordered it off Amazon, and I'm trying to replace these little shrubs and nubs with some pampas. My aunt gave me that as a gift, and it came with these. Obviously, it was more full than that, but I'm gonna replace it with pampas. I think it'll look way better. So I'm obsessed with pampas right now. And yeah, so that's why I have a picture of the pampas. Next, I have this little quote that says, "Time waits for no man." I created that in Fonto, and I will show you how I did that later. But I put the quote, "Time waits for no man," because just as a reminder, I mean, my son passed away. I never knew that it was even coming. Like, time waits for no man. Like, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Or even still, if you have things that you have to do or things that need to be done, time waits for no man. So you have to get to it. Like, you can't just keep pushing stuff off, because time keeps ticking, baby. Time keeps ticking. So time waits for no man. I love that quote. It just reminds me to get done what I need to get done for the day, for the week, or whatever. So on this page, I have my notes. Now, I do use my notes a lot. As you can see, I have 180 notes. I write down anything from video ideas to grocery shopping lists, to just little reminders for myself, just anything. I write down a lot of notes and anything that comes to the top of my head because I am very short-minded. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm short-minded, meaning I could think of something 1 minute and then I try to remember what I just thought about, and I will forget it just that fast. So that is why I use my notes. I have the calculator because I do calculate all my bills, expenses, stuff like that, to see what, you know, if I'm trying to do something that's extravaganza, then I need to know, like, okay, bitch, you only got this, you need to do this, da, 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 da. I use my calculator all the time. I also use it for just simple math because I don't nobody got time to be thinking what's this times this. I'm not in school no more. That's what a calculator is for. So I use my calculator. Then I have my calendar. I know you probably like, why you got a calendar when you have your date, your time, all of that on the first page. But I have my calendar because you can add events in here as well. If you don't want to use the notes, I use my calendar. And like, for instance, I can click on January 11th. I can click this plus button up here. I can create a title and I can put doctor's appointment. See, I have a doctor's appointment in here that was that's scheduled for next Tuesday. So that's an appointment that's in here. And then you would just put the title, put the time, click add, and then it will add it to your calendar. And then when you see these little gray dots on your calendar, that means that you either have something right there or either it's a holiday. Like if I click on February 2nd, it says Groundhog Day. If I click on February 24th, I have a 1:30 phone appointment. So that's an appointment that I added in there. And it also will come with little notifications. You can set a notification to remind you 2 hours before or the night before or anything like that. So I use my calendar for that. Then I have my clock. And the reason why I have my clock is because I use the alarm a lot. If I do have an appointment and I Google how long it's going to take me to get there and it says it's only going to take 15 minutes, then I'll set my alarm for another 30 minutes so that I can sleep. Or if, you know, I'm just trying to be on time for anything, I'll set my alarm just to remind me because, like I said, I'm short-minded, so I need them reminders. So, yeah, I have my Gmail, my Google Maps, my Chrome, my Google. I just put these down here because they're all I just put these down here together because they're all color coordinated. So I know anything dealing with Google is going to be on this page because that's where all the Google apps are. So I have my Gmail because I just started classes. I'm enrolling for this next upcoming spring semester, and you have to have your student account to get notifications, to get emails from your teachers and stuff like that. So I have my Gmail. I have Google Maps. I do use Google Maps a lot. Even though I've lived in this city all my life, there's places that I didn't even know existed. And your girl got to pull out Google Maps because I don't have time. I'll be late trying to find something or trying to, you know, go off of landmarks and all that type of stuff. I'll be late. So I got my Google Maps. I got Google Chrome because, you know, Google Chrome is a whole nother bad bitch. Like, she's on her own type time. Like, it's sometimes when you search stuff and it be like you have to open it in Google Chrome. Okay? Fancy. So I got Google Chrome just for when, you know, Internet Explorer or Safari is acting up, whatever. I got Google Chrome. Then I got Google. Of course, everybody uses Google. I'm the most Googleingest person on this earth. Like, I will Google anything. Google basically raised me, okay? I will Google anything. I will Google how to get a bag. I will Google how to do this. I will Google how to make YouTube videos. I will Google it and it will show you, okay? Best teacher ever. Then I have my contacts, of course. I have mail. That's just my regular mail for when sometimes stuff doesn't send in my AOL mail. I have to use this type of mail. I don't know what's up with that, but I have to use that mail and it'll send. So I have that. Then I have AOL. I am old school. I done had AOL since I was in high school. So we're not even going to go there. Your girl just likes AOL. I'm not changing. Can't change it now. So then I have my reminders. I don't really use reminders like that, but I do have a few in here. As you can see, I just created one today. So that was for grocery shopping. So I do put stuff in my reminders because it has a different type of notification type sound. And I don't know. It just depends on what I want to click on, what I want to use. I just be playing around with stuff sometimes. So I do have my reminders right there. And plus, I needed an app to fill up that spot because if you take this away, it's going to drag an app from your next page over to fill up that spot. And then it'll be something that don't have nothing to do with what's going on this page. So you try to find all the apps that coexist with each other and put them on the same page. So that's why I have reminders. Then at the bottom, I have my camera and I have settings. Now I need to be readily accessible to my camera because, like I said, I do YouTube videos. I also record random stuff. Like, I'll record something that's happening that I, you know, find shocking or whatever. And you have to have your camera ready. Like, you have to have your camera ready. Like, if I want to show my man later, like, look what I saw today. It just depends. Random stuff that you want to record, you have to have your camera ready. So I have it down here at the bottom. My settings, of course, I have my settings. Now this, phone is going off of iOS 15, I think, but I think it's on iOS 15.1 now. I think I did my last update. But if I click on my settings now, if you wanted to do an update, you go to software updates available, and now I have a 15.2 update available. I haven't installed it yet because at the bottom it says install now, but I am going to install it maybe after I finish this video or later on tonight while my phone is charging, because I think it turns off your phone whenever you click install now. So I don't want them problems right now, so I haven't installed it. But yeah, I have that. Then on the next page, I have a picture of myself, and I have the quote that says, "Growth is uncomfortable because you've never been here before." So the reason why I have that quote and I find it, you know, fitting to me is because since my son has passed away, I've had to change a lot of things. Like at first I was very mad, very angry, very upset, wondering why, like just everybody was ticking me off. I just did not understand. So now when I look at this, I remind myself like growth is uncomfortable, and growth is uncomfortable. When you're trying to advance and get better and better in life, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's something that you've never done before. So every day I'm learning, basically. Every day you learn something new. Every day you're working on yourself. Every day you're trying to get better for yourself. So that reminder right there just lets me know, keep going forward, keep pushing forward, don't fall back. And that's why I have that there. So on this page, since it's a picture of myself, I have all my communication apps, anything that I use to communicate with other people or the world, if as you call it, I have that on this page. So in this folder right here, I have social networking. It says Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram. Yes, this is my Instagram, _AriesFinesse_. I haven't really posted any pictures or anything like that lately because, like I said, your girl been in the slumps. But go follow me on Instagram. I am going to start posting some pictures soon. Your girl done set her mind forth. I done got my tripod. I'm trying to get into it, okay? Now I got Snapchat. I only use Snapchat for the filters if I'm making TikTok videos or like if I take a picture of my nails. And speaking of nails, y'all, tell me these nails is not bombs. So I just recently got my nails done. Now I got them done yesterday. And this is the other hand. I love them. They're like the Burberry nails. And she did this hand black and did this one red. Now I did not record a vlog because if you're you know, a returning subscriber, then I'm pretty sure you might have seen my vlogs. I do like to do the nail vlogs. I just love to do them, but it was nighttime when I went yesterday. It was like around 6 or 7 p.m. and it gets dark here at like 5 p.m. So I didn't feel like that would be a good vlog. I just felt like it would be off a little bit because I couldn't record in my car. I had no lighting at all. So basically all I would have been recording is her doing my nails and that was it. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna hold off on that. But yeah, so didn't record that one, but I will be recording the next one, please believe. Now in this folder, I have my photo and video. So this is basically anything that I use dealing with my YouTube videos, how I edit my YouTube videos, how I edit my pictures for Instagram, how I edit anything. So I have VideoLeap, iMovie, and CapCut. These are all my video editing apps. So when I make my YouTube videos, I use VideoLeap the most. I used to use iMovie when I first started, but now I like VideoLeap because iMovie sometimes takes up a lot of storage in your phone. And it's just too much. I don't know why it does that, but it takes up a lot of gigabytes in your phone, at least in my other phone. Then I got Pixar, Airbrush, and Eraser. Those are what I use to edit my pictures, whether it be for Instagram or my thumbnails for YouTube. That's what I mainly use Pixar for. And I use Fonto. But I don't have Fonto in here. It was in this little space down here on the right, but I'm going to show you where I put that. But yeah, I use those for editing my thumbnails and editing my pictures. Airbrush, I mainly use it for smoothing out your pictures. You can get a picture and then you can smooth it out and make it look 10 times better than what it looked like, you know, before. I use Canva for my business, and I use Canva for, you can create your YouTube banner. You can create a lot of stuff on Canva. Like they have a lot of stuff you have to really go through. You can create logos on Canva and all of that. Then of course I have my photos. So yeah, I got all that in place. Then I have my TikTok. So TikTok, my name on there is _PrettyBrownMarie_. So go follow me on there. I have a few little vids, you know, a few little vids, nothing too special, nothing too nothing, you know, no. So yeah, go follow me on TikTok. Then I have my Messages, FaceTime, phone, and Cash App. So all of these are communicating apps, like I said. So this whole page is dedicated to communication, anything that you use to communicate or talk to other people. I do use Cash App as far as communication because when I used to do nails at my house, they would pay me via Cash App. So that's why I have Cash App on there. Plus, me and my fiance use Cash App back and forth. Like if I buy something and I want him to send me the money for it because I'm out or whatever, and I just go ahead and buy it for him, he'll send me the money on Cash App. So we use that a lot. Then I have YouTube Studio or YouTube, well, YouTube Studio and YouTube. Of course, YouTube Studio just shows your analytics, who's watching your videos the most. Is it females, males? It'll show you like, they'll give you recommendations, like maybe you should change your thumbnail, maybe you should change the title. You know, it's just a lot of stuff you can do on YouTube Studio. You can change your end cards, you can insert time cards and all that stuff. That's where you do all the editing for your videos and stuff like that. Then I have YouTube. Of course, I watch YouTube all the time, me and my daughter. So I have YouTube. Then I have Pinterest. Pinterest is where you can download your wallpapers. So I'm gonna show you how I downloaded my wallpaper a little bit later, but yeah, I have Pinterest for that. Then I have Fonto. Like I said, I use Fonto for my thumbnails. It's very good. Of course, everyone who makes YouTube videos knows that the dimensions for your thumbnail should be 1280 by 720 in Fonto, and then you just upload whatever picture you want to use, put in your text, all of that stuff. That's how you create your thumbnails. So Fonto is a very good app. Next, I have a picture of my beautiful baby. Rest in peace to him. So yeah, I have a picture of him, and then I have this quote that says, "Remember, some things have to end for better things to begin." Now that quote to me means that although things end and stuff like that, it's not the end of life. Like, although my son passed away, sometimes people lose close family members like their mom, their dad, you know, people that are really close to them or people that they really adore and love so much, and then they fall into a downward spiral because they feel like there's nothing else left to do in this world. But that's not true, okay? Sometimes people come into your life for a season. People come into your life for a reason. People come into your life for a minute, you know? Just to show you that you can have a good thing, but it can also be taken away from you, especially if you don't appreciate it. That's not to say that I didn't appreciate my son. I did appreciate my son. And so now I'm working on myself a lot more. Like I said, I enrolled in school. I'm trying to just focus on bettering myself a little bit more, you know? Not that I'm doing bad or anything, but you can always do better, okay? There's no such thing as doing bad. You're doing this, and you can always do better. You can always elevate. So from where I am now in life, I'm trying to elevate myself more in life, not just sit still and be complacent and just be like, oh, this is it, you know? So that's what that quote reminds me of. And on this page, I basically have my entertainment folder where I have Stars, which is for Black movies. I have Netflix, which I mainly use for my daughter for cartoons, because everybody know Netflix don't have nothing. If you ain't seen it already before now, it basically ain't got nothing. You got to wait for something new to come out. Then I got Roku for my Roku TV. And then I have Tubi. Now, Tubi has a lot of free movies, and I love free. So I use Tubi. And I also go to Google, and I'll just be like, what are some good movies to watch on Tubi? They'll give you recommendations. And so far, all the movies that they gave me recommendations on have been good movies. So I recommend getting those apps if you haven't tried it yet. Tubi is very good. I love free. Again, like I said, who don't love free? Next, I have my finance app. And on here, I basically have my 2 bank accounts. I have any credit cards that I have and any bills that I pay, like that have apps associated with them. A lot of bills that I pay, like my mortgage and stuff like that, it don't have an app. But anything that does have an app, I prefer to have the app on my phone, because then I could just click on it. Usually you're already logged in, and then I can just see when my due date is. I can put it in my notes or my calendar or my reminders, and then pay it on that day. Or some stuff I'm set up for auto pay, but it just depends. So I have that in there. Then I have my utilities. Now, I haven't really used voice memos or Compass. I have used the Measure app for when me and my fiance did a little home project and we needed to measure something. We didn't have no ruler. That came in clutch. I also have my calculator, again, just because I didn't want that space to be empty, but it still goes with all of this. Then I have my Translate and my watch. Now, what I use my watch for is you can go on your watch. So here is my watch. And basically I just customized it a little bit. I bought these little wristbands off of Amazon, and basically I just let me see, I don't even remember my password. I haven't even used this Apple Watch really since I got it. I wore it maybe like for 2 weeks straight, and now I don't even remember the password. Oh my God. Now I say try again in 5 minutes. But basically, when you click on your watch, it'll show you these little things. You can add pictures. So on the front screen of that, I have the pink Chanel right here. I have this pink Chanel on the front. And so when you turn on, so when you like move the watch, the Chanel part will show. It has the date and the time. I used to have a picture of myself. I took that off, and therefore that's where we're at. And you can also change the settings, notifications. You can mute it. You can change the brightness, change your passcode, all of that stuff within this little app. So I do have the watch app, and then I have Translate, because when I'm in the nail salon, I like to hear what they're saying. So this app is actually pretty clutch. All you have to do is click on this little arrow over here, find the language that you're trying to translate from, and I picked Korean, so it's going to translate it into English. And then all you have to do is type this mic, and then when you type this mic, it's going to take the words that are being said, and then it's going to translate it into the other language. So now you see it translated what I just said into Korean, but when I type that mic in the nail salon, it does vice versa because I have it set Korean to English. So it's going to say the Korean, what they're saying in Korean, and then it's going to tell me what they're saying in English. And for the most part, it usually works, but everybody can't be talking at the same time. You know how sometimes they be talking over each other and they be all saying stuff at different times? It ain't going to pick up every little thing. Like, it's going to be mumble jumble words. But like, if my nail tech is talking to somebody and she's saying something, and I'm sitting right there in front of her and I press that mic, it'll tell me what she's saying. So I use that, most def, because if you talking shit, you ain't getting no tip, period. So lastly, I have widgets. I have color widgets, Widgetsmith, and shortcuts. Now, these are the apps that you're going to need to create these widgets that I'm going to show you. So you need color widgets, you need Widgetsmith, and you need shortcuts, but don't really worry about shortcuts right now. That's mainly for changing your icons and stuff for your app. So the shortcuts is mainly if you want to change your icons on your phone, like you want to change your Facebook icon, your Messenger icon, and basically like if you wanted it to look like this. You see how they changed their apps, but it's still Zoom, Facebook, Instagram, Gmail. They just matched it so that they all look more aesthetic and they go with their, you know, they go with their scheme. That's what you would need shortcuts for. So that's why I say don't really worry about that. I am going to try to do a video if I could find one on how to change my apps. It shouldn't have changed from the last time, but yeah, I want to change my apps and have them more aesthetic with my screen. But for now, it's not like that. But you download Widgetsmith. That's all I use on here for putting the pictures and putting the quotes. You can also use color widgets, but I'm not going to really show you how to use color widgets like that. Only thing I used color widgets for was the black thing on the front that has the date and the time. So those are the two apps that you would need. And now I'm going to show you what's on the very, very last page, which is the app library. So anytime you remove an app from your phone, say you want to remove this settings app, let's long press on the screen. You're going to remove this setting app, click remove from home screen. Now, when you click remove from home screen, you see it's right here in my apps library. So now we are going to long press on that, and we are going to just drag it back. Okay. So now you have it back. Anytime you remove it from your home screen, that's where it's going to go, into your app library. So some stuff that doesn't coordinate with everything else on here, you can move it to your app library, and that's where it'll be. So the next video that I want to do is to customize my apps. I'm thinking about making that a video. If you want to see that video, then comment down below. But I probably am going to make that video because I do want my stuff to be a little bit more coordinated. And I hope it is useful. If you found this video helpful, if you found it interesting, then be sure to hit that subscribe button, tap that like button, also comment down below so you can help your girl out. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.